Hello again, Coggers. Welcome to part 2 of Cooking the Pot Roast. This one is going to be way shorter than the last one. This is going to be me walking you through the set and showing you how everything is set up. Hi, Joe Headland. Thank you for commenting on a post. That's fine. And I didn't want to attach this to what's going to be part 3. This is just like, I think 11 minutes of me just walking through the set. I didn't want that to be attached to, I think, like 2.5 hours of an editing fever dream done at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be its own little quick thing because I wanted more people I wanted this video to be more accessible because it's me actually walking around the set and probably is a little more interesting than a gauntlet of editing. So without further ado, I am going to throw it to past Rikk to walk you through the set. You guys want to come inside? Man, this is an old ass sign. That's like 2005, man. Jesus. So, setting up for film shoots. And I thought it would be fun to walk you guys through just the nightmare of setting up this stuff. And this is, we've never really shot this way before, so this one was particularly tricky. God, where do we even start? Well, let's start with the camera, I guess. So, gotta thank you guys so much for the Amazon wishlist support. This little guy has made our lives so much easier. When before, the way you would usually film is, you know, you got your microphone on a boom stand and it's going to an external recorder, and then you get your audio files and you get your video files and you get them in the computer, and you gotta spend hours and hours matching them all up. With this, all of the audio gets baked right into the camera file, the video file that comes out of the camera. Good to go. Like, cannot thank you enough for this thing. So yeah, let's fire this on. Get a picture here in a second. Yeah, cool. This usually gets mounted up on here on top, and we lost the hot shoe, and that's the little doodad that connects it. We'll have that there, but we'll have one in the mail before Sunday, I think. So that's on, and that means that's on, and these should be on. It's running to this little box, and then that gets everything turned on in the room. I guess this auto shut off when I left the room. Maybe turn on. We used to have to work with like no monitors when we first started off, really, and it was a bear. And now they're all gonna fight for the HDMI signal. That's fun stuff. There we go. That one's on. And this guy, this Roku TV, likes to put on ads for Roseanne and have fun with parallaxing and stuff like that. There we go. Cool. So, yep. While we're filming, we have all these monitors to make sure. Oh, Christ. Who's this? Who's calling? I almost just killed it. Oh, okay. I think I just doxed my sister. Wonderful. I'll have to blur that. So anyway. Yeah, so there's the camera situation, and now the microphone situation. Gotta turn our little preamp on here, and that microphone will be going on this guy, and that'll be fun trying to hide. And that's down here, and that goes in the right stereo signal. This is fascinating stuff for you guys, I know. Is anyone still watching? And Jason will be standing over there, and that'll be his microphone, and that'll be recorded into the left audio channel. And what happened? Did the battery die? I think the battery died. Outstanding. Well, there we go. We're back on. So I'll give you the rundown. Now that the Puppet's mouse are all automated, we don't have to... we used to have a manual clicker for Topsy, and we modified a power drill to activate his mouth. But it's all automated now. And audio signal will come from Jason's microphone and travel there, and go into this little guy. I love the Pure Leaf raspberry tea. That's going in here. And we actually gifted this iMac when I got a new, better one to a friend, and I had to reclaim it for this film shoot because and the only reason it's here is so we can run this software to control the headphone outputs of this. By default, only audio comes out of here. You have to get this software to tell it to make anything come out of the second headphone jack. So really aggravating. But anyway, Jason's audio signal's going in here and coming out both of these headphone jacks. And this one goes all the way over there and goes into the camera. And that gets baked into the camera file. This other one goes over here and... Gotta stop making silly dad noises. Goes all the way over here, and we'll turn Flex on. Yeah. So he's on. Yep, we can hear. Yep, okay. So, now that that's on, his mouth, that is. God, the one thing about shooting in here is people are almost always falling over. It's a lot of almosts. So, now we're talking into this microphone, and Flux, his mouth is opening with my mouth, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty close, so we're going with that. And we made that just for Twitch streaming, but we're using it everywhere else now because there's really not any going back to the old way. And boy, this looks like Flux is just talking. Oh, see if I can get his eye lined up so he looks like he's talking. I gotta stay on axis with this mic. So yeah, we couldn't record anything live action really with Flux before this because there was a solenoid inside of him, and that's how it activated, and it made this extremely loud noise, so everything would have to be ADR'd. But with this setup, we get Jason's audio right as he's doing it, right as it's live. We don't have to set up another studio session for him to come in and redo everything, which is always a huge bummer when you can just get it live. And this is another Amazon wishlist buy. We now have 2 of these. Very nice microphones, so thank you guys, it's saving us tons of time and effort. And miraculously, this buzzing noise just doesn't really seem to pick up on microphones. Can you hear it? Yeah, it's beautiful. There you go. And a little switch back here. Shut that off. Okay. Oh boy, and all these little disaster pieces on the floor here of wires. Like, they never show you this stuff in showbiz. This should be a new post I start sharing with you guys, a new meme, just to see how like disastrous the floor is anywhere we're shooting. There you go. Yeah, you don't get that on other shows. Let's see, we covered that setup. We'll cover Topsy's setup, and Topsy used to have a little clicker that the voice actor or whoever was sitting in for Nick, if he couldn't make it, would sit there and do that. And then we'd have to, of course, come in another studio session and redo everything, which stunk. But we took this little doodad that DJs use to kind of control lights. We got this hooked up. And now, Topsy's mouth... Wow, that's looking really weird on the phone. So Topsy's mouth lights up. Voice activated now, and that's great. Doesn't wear anyone's thumbs out like we used to do. And what's really awesome is we can pre-record Nick and take his track in here to a film shoot and just stick this up next to a speaker and play his track, and boom, we've got the mouth light lighting up perfectly to whatever shade he's throwing. So that's great. Hiding all of this, I haven't quite figured out yet. And the couch. Let's talk about the couch. Just got this in. This is the roasting couch, the bot roast couch. I'll be parking my butt there. Yeah, and we're gonna be roasting our a FuncoLand training video next, and really got our fingers crossed that translates into some views. Because as much as we love gabbing over video games, boy, is it. Not delivering eyeballs. So hopefully that goes well. And this little setup here, we got our popcorn machine because I couldn't figure out Like we wanted a burn barrel or something that the guys might have gone out into the apocalypse and retrieved, but this seemed to make more sense. So we got this awesome popcorn machine. It's probably going to go back here on the back counter at some point after it's done here. And we got our nice vintage like 60s TV. Maybe it goes back further than that. I don't know. Product compliant. Osaka, Japan. Designed and certified to comply with Panasonic model solid state TV model. This isn't good TV. Maybe I can Google this and figure out what year this TV came out. Alright guys, just thought I'd walk you through how things are set up at a film shoot, at a robot co-op film shoot, Agony Wolf Media, whatever we're calling ourselves these days. And yeah, I still got a lot of work to do. I gotta put together that jib that's over there for a big sort of swooping shot over our little lounge hangout area, and clean up all these wires. It's gonna be real fun. It's fun stuff. It's just floating, suspended in there. Okay, guys. Well, I just thought I'd share this with you. I'm gonna get back to work. All right, guys and girls, that is going to do it for this episode of Cooking the Bot Roast. Just a quick and easy one today. Got to look around the set. I hope that was at least a little interesting and showed you some cool behind-the-scenes stuff. I keep talking about this barbed wire dildo. You guys just can't wait for that, right? Well, it's going to pop up at the end of the next episode. And getting this video up was really hard, and it's about to get really bad for past Rikk, but we will get to that in the next episode, guys. I'm gonna get out of your hair, and make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube, and hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, guys, that is about it. I will see you in part 3. I am out of here.